Hello, and welcome to another edition of Community Chest. I'm Felix Milan, your host, and I'm happy to have as my guest today Don Van Dyke, who is the president of Coos Community Media Center and also running for County Commissioner, position 2. I hope I said that right, Don.
You said it exactly right.
Welcome to the show.
Position number 2. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me on. I like your show. I like the concept that you've established here. And I'm happy to be your guest.
Well, thank you. Why do you want to be County Commissioner?
Well, I think there's time for a change. We've probably heard that too many times. But I believe in change. The establishment has been around for quite a while. Both of the seats that are up, the people have been in it for 7 years. The other commissioner, Commissioner Maine, who was elected at the last election, he's brand new. He's in his 2nd year as commissioner, but he's got 30 years of experience with the county. And I think an outside viewpoint might be really helpful.
What kind of changes or change are you looking to bring to the commission?
Well, as the person who has been generating the films for the last over 2 years, the county commissioner meetings, which we put up on public access television, I've noticed that there has been very little reaction to laws that come down from Salem. Now, granted, the county government in many ways is an extension of the state government, particularly the assessor's office. They tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, etc. So there's very little flexibility. But sometimes the state decides to make the counties do something for them and they don't compensate them. So I would like to have a stronger voice in Salem saying, hey, if you're going to make us do something, compensate for the extra costs. I think leadership in the county is important. I think greater involvement of the citizenry is important. And greater transparency, greater communication, which is what I've been doing for the last 3 years with public access TV, and now the online video on demand.
So when you say transparency, do you feel that there's some things happening there at the county commissioner level that is not transparent?
Well, every week there's a meeting. People are invited to attend. Not too many people attend. There is an agenda. It's available online, or if you come to the meeting, in your hand. And a typical thing is so-and-so is asking for the purchase of X, but it doesn't say how much or what's this going to cost. Maybe it's $100, but is that $100 a month, $100 a year? They're often not fully explained, and people in the audience will raise their hands, say exactly what is it we're talking about, and the person says, oh, this is $15,600. I think it would be a lot nicer if the public knew that.
I see. So how would you go about letting the public know that?
Well, an easy solution is to add that to the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Item C is $900, item D is $6,000, whatever. At the very last county meeting, something was done. I thought that was especially good. The roof for the county courthouse got repaired, and it was revealed this was $100,000, and Commissioner Maine, if I remember correctly, said that the year before they had put out a bid and it was twice that. So they actually saved $100,000 by coming up with a different way of fixing the roof.
So your position would be to look at other avenues or try to come up with other ways to not only save money, but perhaps even to generate income.
Right. To think outside the box is the way that I would say it. And other counties are doing well in certain areas that we might be able to learn from. like taking care of the jail. I think Lane County and Curry County are doing a good job there, coming up with new ways of generating revenue. That's going to be hard. If I had the answer to that, I'd be running for governor. But I don't. But money is money, whatever you call it, a tax, a fee, it all comes out of the people's pockets. But just thinking beyond the normal situation is something I want to bring. I want to bring some innovation, or at least let's talk about it as an alternative. Try or examine Y and Z.
I had one of your opponents, for lack of a better word, on, and we were talking about generating different types of incomes and revenues for the county. The subject of LNG came up, and your opponent said that having the LNG plant on the North Spit would, and I'm quoting, destroy tourism for this area. And I'm wondering how you would respond to that.
Well, there's more than one answer to that. The first answer is I'm in favor of the LNG port. And a lot of work has gone into figuring out where the best location would be for that ship coming in and offloading the gas. I don't think it would have an effect on tourism. Tourism is vital to the economy right now, and we could do a heck of a lot more to generate tourism. But I don't think LNG in the long run will have an impact on people deciding to come to Coos County to take a vacation. If they want to go out in the dunes, there's still plenty of areas to do that.
And you feel that LNG would just be one avenue then of bringing more jobs and opportunity here?
To change the economy, we're going to need more jobs. I see young people growing up and leaving town. I came here because I wanted to retire, and I like it. I could live anywhere I want, and I do, right here in Coos County. My home is in North Bend. But if we're losing our youth, what's going to happen? When I came here over 5 years ago, I heard lots of excuses, lots of complaints. People have gotten complacent, I think, for 20-something years with the economy getting weaker and weaker year after year. There isn't any passion, leadership to try something different, to do something that's new. And you can take it from me, passion will trump excuses every time.
So I posed this question to one of your opponents that perhaps the current county commission or commissioners maybe are out of step with what's currently happening with our nation, our state, our local economy and community. Would you agree with that statement? Maybe they were good for the 90s, but now in 2009...
Well, it's interesting the way that you put that. I wouldn't entirely agree with it. I think the